Yo, we are in the building. It's your boy, Steven the Dream. This, that, and the third interview series, All-Star Weekend edition. I got my guy, Wayne Ross, to the right. What's good, man?
What's happening, bro?
Hey,
Feeling
man.
good.
Good. I'm glad to have you here, man. I've been asking everybody that came in here, man, what's your plans for All-Star Weekend? What do you anticipate, and how's it been going so far?
Shit, my plan for All-Star Weekend is to get out here and network,
Facts.
meet some new people, what I'm saying, I can work with, we can build with, things like that. And just more exposure, things like that, because, everybody going to be in the city.
Everybody is in the city, man.
Everybody in the city.
But that's the reason why I'm doing this series in particular, man, because I know a lot of eyes are going to be on us. A lot of people are here, but they need to realize and figure out that we got talent and we got stars all throughout our city. So this series is to give that platform and highlight some of our biggest ones, because once they leave, that's it. They need to be able to take something with them. But the people that's here, they need to realize, man, it's just another weekend. We just working. So Wayne Ross in the building, man. Wayne Ross, tell the people where you from, man.
Shit, I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Rock Hill, South Carolina. That name, Rock Hill, South Carolina, is synonymous with a lot of things. Football being maybe the main one.
Yeah.
Just talent in general. What kind of environment did you grow up in Rock Hill, and what are some things that you might have saw as a youngin that have got you to where you are today that you learned?
Shit, I stayed in two different environments, you know what I'm saying? I first started off in, mom, stepdad, family-orientated setting, but then I moved with my grandma. It's just me and her. She stay in the hood, so it's like a whole different experience. And
Man.
I had to adapt, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain shit that I was exposed to, you know what I'm saying, helped shape, me as a man today, Like, just a lot of, not too much crazy shit, just normal shit, but it was a big difference. Like, I done seen the best of both worlds. Like, I know what it can be, and I know, you know what I'm saying?
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I got 3 sisters
Okay.
and 3 brothers.
Okay. Older, younger. How was your dynamic in that? Where you fit in and all of that?
I'm in the middle.
You in the middle.
I got
Okay.
a sister that's 20.
So best
28.
of both worlds. I asked that, and with you having multiple siblings, I asked, were there any musical influences that you looked to or that you grew up in the house or in the family?
Yeah, when I when I used to get with my dad, he took me to the studio a couple times, and at that point, I didn't know what rap was. I knew I liked music, but I didn't really understand how it was made. So when I got in the studio with him, I just gravitated towards it. I wanted to do it just like him, you know what I'm saying?
Did he let you record at those times?
Yeah, and I spit something that I heard off TV, and he knew it. He was like, hell no.
Oh, no.
He was like, hell no. But,
Okay.
like, I've been rapping for a long time. Like, that's where it started. Like, at first it started off as just rapping, just spitting, saying whatever. But then, like I say, when I moved my grandma, she was a whole nother environment, different experience. Like,
Right.
the shit I was rapping about, when it started happening, I started going through it. I could really talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you listen to my music, you might hear some things that sound a little outrageous, a little overly violent or whatever, but I'm just talking about what I've been around or what I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I got, that's not just those type of songs. Like, I got songs for everything, like,
Versatile.
yeah, very
music.
versatile. I could talk about anything, I could tell you about the good life, I could tell you about the bad life, I could tell you about love, I could tell you about snakes, all that.
Like those type of artists but as long as you telling your story, I mean, that's the main thing, if it's what you're living, because a lot of times we do hear artists that will sell you some dreams that you really shouldn't be believing in, and it sound good.
For sure, and I can't be that artist. That's why niggas be like, oh, why it take you so long? Like, bro, I can't just say anything, bro. Like,
You gotta live, right? To be able to say something,
like,
you gotta
at least live or know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And then when you have times like the interview, that's when you answer those questions. Like, oh, you been like when they pick your lines and be like, so where did this come from? Oh, maybe you seen that, or maybe you've been through that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like shit like that.
I think a lot of times people, will get caught up in trying to say what sounds the best rather than just saying what feels natural and how it's supposed to be. I like the artists that can make you feel exactly where they were at that time, how they was feeling, and those are the artists that stick with you the longest. What type of influences did you have growing up as far as artists? What did you listen to? Being that your grandmother, I'm sure that's a different time than what you were listening to different music than what your parents were have you listening to.
Yeah, like my parents, they black, you know what I'm saying? So they listen to rap music all the time. Like,
Okay, okay.
same shit. Just it was just a, love, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot
They
of
was on
love
that
there.
70s, 80s feel good music.
Yeah, like Casey and JoJo and shit. Like I used to have,
yeah.
so when I get in the car and shit, when I was a baby, I just remember all those old love songs and stuff. And then my grandma, she listened to like at her house, boy, you couldn't turn the station, period. Like, and if you do, she had a million questions like, who is that? Where you from?
It was like
and then when you
that.
answer the questions, she'd be like, okay, you know all that, so you should be able to memorize this shit in school. So, you know what I'm saying?
She flipping on you.
Yeah.
She flipping on you. Let me ask then, like, was it a point when you started becoming an artist that maybe your grandmother didn't understand? If your grandmother still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
is it something that maybe she didn't understand, or is that something that you still letting her learn and develop? Or?
Like, she know that I rap because I play my songs for her and shit, and she actually encourages, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But she always be like, when the money gonna come? Like, when the
Yeah,
money, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I have to go out of town as an artist, and I have to go out of town to get paid, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
to Atlanta, different parts of South Carolina, right here in the backyard, niggas is not too quick to, you know what I'm saying? Give
We
you that
definitely
bread.
need to talk about that, bro.
Like,
Cause
Yeah,
it be like,
that's something I want to talk about too, because that shit crazy, bro.
I'll say this weekend especially, I didn't see as many artists from the city being booked that I would like. Now, definitely the names that we would probably expect,
Yeah.
and those people definitely put in the work.
For sure.
Shout out to those, but there were a lot of opportunities that I think I hope capitalize on still.
Yeah, like I just seen Chezzy Boy, he doing an event right
Chezzy
now.
Boy.
My boy say every artist that come through performing free, and that's a real ass nigga, bro. I done dealt with
Shout
him
out
on
to
multiple
Chezzy Boy,
occasions.
for sure.
That nigga real as hell, bro. I like how he carry himself.
Absolutely.
Like, when he got on no Limit Larry ass, like, why you ain't playing, you know what I'm saying? You ain't showing no love.
Yo,
You're not
what's-
using your platform. Like, that nigga ain't scared to say how you feel.
I'm gonna tell y'all what's a funny thing. Like I sit back and I'll watch interviews. I'll get lost in the YouTube portal quick.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on Chezzy Boy TV and I done went back and undeveloped clips of that, clips of Slim Hood talking before he was really doing his thing right now. Like Chezzy Boy's put a lot of footage out there, man,
Yeah.
and just done a lot of things. Are there any other artists or people in the area that you might have looked up to that maybe aren't rapping, or maybe because of circumstances? Like, who was maybe the first local guy that, if you want to shed light on, that you saw and was like, okay, I see they
Alright.
from right here. I can do that too, you know?
Like, when I was younger, before I was really recording and shit,
Mm.
it was this guy from where I'm from called Lil Sleep. He had this song called Crank That. I mean, no. My bad.
No.
Oh, shit, I'm tripping. Crank That Flint Hill.
Yeah, you right,
and I
you
seen,
right.
I was like, when I seen that shit, I was like, oh, I know them girls from my school and shit like that. Like, this nigga going ham. And then he dropped that Whoop-de-Bam.
Whoop-de-bam.
And that shit was hard as hell. And I was like, bro, this nigga from Rock Hill, like, that shit crazy. And, like, believe it or not, when I first started recording and shit, like, one of my friends, he was close friends with Sleep, and that's who introduced me to him. Like, when I first started recording, that's who I was
Okay.
recording with. Like, he
Okay.
showed me a little bit of something, like how to record ad-libs and all that.
We got a Whoop-de-Bam reference on this.
For
That's
sure, like,
what's up.
that's
man.
one of the first, him and this dude named Melly.
Okay.
Melly Man from Rock Hill. Like, them niggas, like, when they was rap, I was like, these niggas really killing that shit. And they from the city, like, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? At that time, it wasn't as easy to get in the studio and shit like that. I didn't know how to go about it, you know what I'm saying? I was still, like, on some other shit.
Right.
So
right.
I ain't had no time for that no way. But when I finally got a hold to that shit, I was like, okay, put the street shit on pause. Let's get
Okay.
in the studio. Like,
It was time to work.
it's
then.
peace there. You know what I'm saying? For me.
Let's talk about the current. We here with Wayne Ross. This, that, and the third interview series, NBA All Star Edition. Tapes you got out. How many have you released? Any tapes or,
Yeah, I got-
projects? Now I won't even call them tapes, man. 'cause
Yeah,
it's-
I got one tape out
Okay.
on King Camera on Spin Real and everything. I have a single, The Wave, on
Definitely got to play that today.
iTunes and everything. And I'm just, I'm finna drop an EP. I haven't decided a name for it, but it's coming soon. Like, I could drop it. I got, you know what I'm saying? I could drop it anytime.
Why the name Wayne Ross?
Because that when I was born, that was my name. That was my real name.
That's your given name.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
a junior. My dad was a Junior, and my dad that was his name. I got the
Okay.
name from him, and my mom changed it because he had such a bad name with the police and everything. Like she was like on some shit like they're not together, and I don't want you to be harassed when you get older about this because this name really, you know what I'm saying. If you knew who my dad was, it's a big,
That's huge.
you know what I'm saying. So I was just thinking like, okay, rap name. I don't want to be no young this or no
Love.
stupid shit. So I was like, instead of all the negative shit I heard about my daddy's name, let me bring some positivity to the name Wayne Ross. You know what I'm saying? Doing other things. You know.
Wow. That's a way to really flip it, man. Your mother was in a way trying to protect you, but at the same time, as a man, you realize that name has so much power.
Yeah, like
Wow.
we look just alike.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We
You
from
couldn't shake it anyway,
yeah,
right?
we grew up in the same
Right.
neighborhood, so you know, like same shit. I
Wow,
look just
man.
like them, so motherfuckers call me that anyway. So just
You say you know to get the bag, you know, especially being from this city, this town, you have to go out of town a lot.
yeah.
Where are some places that you've been to, or some places where you've seen your music get that reception that you're probably looking for?
Atlanta, of course. Like I can go down there anytime, and it's love. Like you know, and all over South Carolina, like Greenville,
Okay.
Anderson, Sumter,
Okay.
shit like that, and all around there. I've been in New Jersey, New York, you know, things like that.
As artists, you're able in this world, you're able to literally see who's listening to your music. I mean, the stats
yeah,
come
for
out,
sure.
and you have that information. Has there been any like place where you've seen your music get spun and you were like, yo, ain't no way they listening to this, or yo, that's dope that they listening to that. I need to reach that market.
Yeah, okay. The first big one, I was like, damn, California listen to me in California.
Dope.
That's cool, and they listen to me a lot in Colombia too. But
Mm.
I seen Tokyo.
Now that-
and
yeah,
Japan
those are the
shit.
crazy
I was
places
like, what the
when you
fuck?
like-
Like, what y'all know about it? But alright, fuck with it.
And a lot of time, I mean, I've heard artists that they blew up over there before anybody on this side of the world even knew who they were. So that's crazy to think that when you see your music spinning like that. Let me ask you a question. I want to get to a break, but before I want to ask you, what do you think rap persona is? Like, we see a lot. It's two classes. It's probably more, but I'm gonna say it's two classes. There's, you know, rap where you can see it, you know, versus rap where people can hear you lyrically, and the Kendricks, the J. Cole's that don't really show the flashiness. You wouldn't know they were rappers if nobody told them. And then you got the other guy, Boosie, who gonna have his 10 chains on. Jeezy
Yeah.
gonna be flashy. What do you think the perfect rap persona is, and how do you go about figuring that out for yourself?
Okay, I think how it depends on where you are, you know what I'm saying, mentally, you know what I'm saying, or how you feel, how you was raised, you know what I'm saying. Like me, I've been working since I've been like 15, buying my own clothes and shit like that. So when I get some new shit, or when I can just blow it, like that's like everything to me, you know what I'm saying. I got
Right.
chains and shit, watches and shit like that, slugs, all that, and shit like that. That's not the image that I want to portray. I don't want to make these kids feel like, okay, this is what you got to wear, but that's just for me, you know what I'm saying. Make me feel it like I worked hard for this, like, you know what I'm saying. Did a lot for this, you know what I mean.
Facts.
So, and then you have like, at first I came out like when I first started rapping and shit. I used to like, I was broke. You know, I'm gonna keep it real. I was broke.
Go ahead, talk about it.
So I used to dress like straight, but I couldn't. You feel me?
It
dress
wasn't all the way.
I look like staff in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I used to look like staff in that motherfucker. You feel me? But it got the money up. You know what I'm saying? I can. You know what I'm saying? Do it how I want to do it now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Like, I'm always going to be decent when I step out or whatever. But as far as the Kendrick Lamar's and them, they just like, I don't think that's what, I know that's what they want to do. But I feel like they're just trying to set an example. Like,
they could.
Like 21 Savage did when he stopped wearing the jewelry. Like, I feel like they set an example. Like, you don't got to do all that. You can get your money, live comfortably, and be modest and humble about it. And then you got Lil Boosie. Like, you got to think about what this man done came from. This nigga just beat, like, a couple murders, like, sat in there. They thought he was going to, you know what I'm saying, get lethal injection and shit. So for him to come from that and be able to shine and enjoy his, you know what I'm saying, what he done worked hard for, you know what I'm saying.
He deserved. I mean,
He
he
deserved
earned
it.
it,
Like,
if
he
that's
letting
what he
you
chooses
know.
to do. You know, we can't be, and I didn't ask more so to ridicule one or the other, but I think it's too school. It's a way you do it. Boosie ain't showing it to hate on the next man.
He just showing you like, I can
you.
do this. Like you can do this.
And J. Cole on the other hand is saying, yo, you not gonna see it. I can do that
too. He done bought a chain when he first came out. He bought a chain, but he stopped wearing it. But like. He did it because he even said in the song he did it because he wanted to see how it felt, but then he was like, okay, whatever, like it's not that big deal.
It's not that big, man. I think, you know, ultimately you be yourself, and those decisions occur. I want to get into the vlog you dropped. When was this? When did
this is like the end of the last year.
Okay.
In Sumter. Club Cream.
It looked like it was crazy in there.
Oh, yeah, we pulled up like 100 deep. Like,
talk about that night, man. It's a movie. Y'all about to see it. It's a movie.
Oh yeah. But. So like, I had already had a show down there. I was gonna go with the homies and shit, but like, you know, everybody was busy, whatever, another situation. So I ended up gassing up and going by myself. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna meet my mans. I was gonna meet my mans down there, link up, whatever. Like I got people down there, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna link up with them when I get down there. So I just pulled up, got up with the bros out there, and then we just turned that bitch up. Like had a good time. Anytime we step out, it's good time.
Y'all definitely had me wanting to come out there right then and there, and I don't know when y'all going back to Sumter, but like I was telling you, I don't know nothing about Sumter, but I see Sumter fooling with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into the vlog, man. Wayne Ross is in the building. This, that, and the third interview series, NBA All-Star Weekend edition. We'll be right back, but y'all check this out, man. It's crazy.
Drum dummy.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga.
Drum dummy make the beat so you know this bitch retarded.
Yeah, fuck nigga. It's the boy. All that Facebook and all that he say, she say, all that messy shit, man. It's time out for that. Y'all niggas bitches, man.
I mix nation for real.
Addressing all that pussy shit.
How you slide? Nigga saying he gon' kill me, I'ma kill him. If it's beef, then I guess I gotta grill him. How you slide? I be riding with that 40 on the seat. Nigga try me, I'ma put his ass to sleep. How you slide? Pillar talking to these nothing ass hoes. You gon' fuck around and get your ass exposed. How you slide? You a pussy nigga, everybody know. Come get this shit, little bitch, I back it like a hoe.
Cash Count 93 gang, nigga, Swift and Arrow, nigga. You know what the fuck going on, nigga. Whole lot of gang shit, 74 GD, nigga. Whole lot of plug shit, nigga. We about to turn this bitch up tonight. We about to turn Cream out. We about to shut this bitch down. Niggas know what the fuck going on. Chicago Dope B-Day. You know Swift and Arrow on this bitch performing live. Cash Count, Rex, nigga, the Angels Devil. Nigga, we going ham tonight, nigga. Rex video, official video, goddamn, being dropped tomorrow, nigga. Niggas know what the hell going on, nigga. Cash Count.
Ride the Wave, Ride the Wave. It's produced by R&B, and I got You Knew, produced by JB.
Yeah, fuck nigga.
Future, cause I know he'll make a good song and shit like that, like a hook from him and my flow just would go, shit. A lot of artists, I want to work with all the artists having fun.
Thought you was the plumber, what happened? I'ma break the beat down like a fraction. Hey, they tryna ride the wave.
Since I was a kid, I used to get suspended off the bus for rap freestyling on the fucking bus driver, getting on her ass. Suspended me for a goddamn week for that shit. For freestyling like this. She wanna talk shit, I'm on her ass with the bars.
Kill it once, now they jocking your fit. Acting up, trying to copy the script. I'm dripping flavor, yo bitch trying to mix. I remember pulling up.
It's real,
like I just love music. Just listening to it, making it, the process, it just interests me. Don't lie, my daughter told me, Daddy, I want to be a rapper. I was like, well, baby, I'm gonna do it.
Nah, man, big GD shit, man.
You did. Upstate versus South Carolina, come see us.
He beat the swag and he jacked it. Fuck you was the plumber, what happened? I'ma break the beat down like a fraction. Hey, they tryna ride the wave. They tryna ride the wave. They tryna ride the wave.
Yeah, I move all around, like, throughout the Carolinas and shit. Trying, you know what I'm saying, just fuck with everybody, fuck with everywhere, you know. Network. I ain't really a club type person, you know. But in the form of some shit I know, you know what I'm saying, a little swag on it, you know.
They tryna ride the wave. They tryna ride the wave. They tryna my feature from me. I gotta hit them for 3. You know it's pimp ain't free, but it's my one small 93. When you better get chick on the leash. Summertime for the home on the beach. Little bitch suck me like a leech. Hit the club when it smell like a pee. Kill it once, now they jocking you fit. Acting up, trying to copy the script. I'm dripping flavor, your bitch on the mix. I remember pulling up with the shits. Nowadays, in the young dropping hits. Her niggas brother gon' get you a fix. But it's reason how I'm kicking this shit. Strike the lead, every night it's a flick. I see you jogging away. Why niggas be on some clone shit? On Insta she got 50K. Real life these bitches be homeless. She tryna ride the wave. She tryna ride the wave. I beat us and on the way. No mama wanted the stage.
We are back. This, that, and the third interview series. I am your boy Steven the Dream. Wayne Ross is to my right. And we just told y'all, man, something's crazy. Big shout outs to them. That vlog, man, that was a real dope vlog. Who shot that? You want to give a shout out to?
Oh, yeah, that's Orbis Productions.
Shout out to Orbis Productions.
Yeah, they out of Columbia, South Carolina. Quality work.
Yeah, real quality work. You was we was speaking about the quality work. And we spoke about as well, like taking your time to really perfect your craft.
Yes, sir.
Do you see yourself like it's been 2 years since we got a Kendrick project, right? Now, mind you, Kendrick been working. I mean, we got the Black Panther project, but do you see yourself wanting to be that artist that can feed the streets less often and people are just hungry for it, that they like, all right, well, we still gonna rock with you? Or do you think the other model, I'll say Future, who flooded the streets at one point, literally,
right.
You know, how do you think you want to go about it right now, and where you at right now?
See, right now, I can release as much as I want to, like, you feel me? Like, I'm finished, like, all that what if and, like, holding that shit, it's over with. Like, I'm finna start dropping videos, all that good shit, you know, getting it out there. Because I got so many different styles and different types of songs, like I could keep going, like they gonna fuck with it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. the tracks I'm hearing, bro, like, you know, you played me a little something that wasn't released yet. I can hear it, bro. The flow is there, your delivery is there.
For sure.
What do you think is the next step? Like, do you think there's a feature that you really want to get or solidify, or do you think that could help, or do you think if you just stay doing what you're doing, you know, of course it'll happen, but what do you think is the fast track if you're looking at the fast track?
The fast track, I mean, I got, like, the talent is undeniable, like, not to sound cocky or anything, but I got the skill. Like, if I was to drop, like, 3 mixtapes in the next 2 months, like, them shits would go dumb. Like, as long as I follow through with how I plan on doing it. Like, I can't tell you the plan, but as long as I follow through with my plan, it's gonna go. Like, it's just gonna get bigger and bigger. I feel like if I stay consistent, I could be bigger than, you know what I'm saying, I am now in, like, the next 5 months, 6 months, shit.
I like that. He didn't say 5 years, 6 years. He projected.
For sure, this shit move fast now. Like, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
You gotta stay out there. You gotta stay in their face. Like, you gotta, like, the artists like Kodak Black. I ain't like Kodak Black when he first came out, but he put out so much material that I found a song I like, and then I found another, and then it just built up like that. You know, time.
You can't really box Kodak. Kodak put out a whole R&B tape.
Yeah.
A whole, like, it sound, you can call it how
Crazy.
you want it, but it's a whole R&B tape on the real, and you can find your pocket of Kodak. Yeah, it's a lot of artists like that, but if you're not versatile and giving people that, you know, it could be tough. It
Yeah,
could
like
be tough.
that gangster shit every time is not gonna cut it. That fucking
Right.
let me spit bars every time not gonna cut
Right.
it. You gotta switch it up. You gotta, every time they click on your video, it has to be something different. Like, I don't want to click on your video and it be you on that same shit. Like, I want to click on some love shit, then click on some real shit, then some party shit. You know, I need to hear everything.
Exactly.
Like, that's
Wayne,
what I like to listen to.
Wayne Ross, I want to ask you, there's the deal. Do you sign the deal or do you stay independent?
Shit, it depends on what the, you know what I'm saying, come with the deal. But
Absolutely. Let's say,
because for somebody to offer a deal, obviously I'm doing something. Is somebody else gonna come after that? So
right.
if what I'm doing at that point is growing just off the strength of me, I'll be satisfied with that until the right situation come about.
Do you think it's needed though, as far as the? I mean, because we've seen it happen when you don't
depends.
need it. But as an artist, do you feel like as yourself, growing that fan base and doing it independent is better for your fans, you think? Or if you got that push behind you and you know, let me just have this single out here, the people that need to have it, they're gonna have it.
I feel like you need it when you need the label or whatever the deal, when you get to that point where you done did all you can do. You done reached your limit. Like, you've reached, like, you're up to 1 million views a video or whatever, and now it's time to, okay, I'm good over here. Let me, obviously 1 million people listening where I'm from. Let me get a machine behind me to push my shit further out there and then build off of that. Versus a nigga just coming out of nowhere, like, no fan base, getting with a label and just be sitting there, like, wasting all these people money and, you know what I'm saying, end up being dead yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't get it popping. Like, they gave you the money, like, obviously if they give you enough money to fund that shit and it don't pop off, then it ain't gonna work, bro. Like, you know.
That's your sign. That's
your
usually,
sign.
you know, like, hey, you know, now sometimes the label can do certain things that didn't work for you, but if you know that,
if you have a set plan and they give you and you tell them, okay, this is my budget, this is what I need to complete my goal, and then we'll work with the results and see where we go after that, then yeah, you can do it like that.
Okay.
That's the type, you know.
Wayne Ross, I want to ask you about the single Wave. Talk about how that came together, who produced it, and what that track means and how's it doing right now for you.
Okay, yeah, that song, like, whenever I go to, like, Sumter or Greenwood areas like that, people know it, they vibe to it, you know, they sing it when I'm rapping it and shit. And, like, damn, hold on, what was I about to say?
You good? Who put it together?
Oh, yeah. The beat is by Nard and B, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got it from Nard and B.
Dope.
And when I heard it, I was like, oh, yeah, that shit raw. So I had talked to bro and got to get the beat from him so I could sell it or whatever. And
is it
and it's like what my song, I wouldn't call myself cracking jokes, but the shit I'm talking about in the song is like just real shit, like shit that I've seen for myself. Like, he said he trap but he acting. Like, niggas really be out here acting like they trapping. Whole time, my nigga, you ran up with a quarter, like trying to flip that just to yeah, you trying to smoke, you trying to have you a smoke sack and sell just enough to buy another smoke sack. Like, that is not, no, you're not the plug.
Definitely hustling backwards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, we want to go ahead and play the song, but I'm glad you came through, man. I'll always let people know, like, this is my first time hearing Wayne Ross today, and I'm a fan. I'll go ahead and say it, man. I definitely you'll be tapped into my Apple Music now, so I'll be checking you out. But let people know where they can find you. Let them know where they can hear more music and when they can expect more. If you want to let them know.
Yeah. All right. So you can find me on Instagram at Wayne_Ross_NBA, and then YouTube is Wayne Ross. and SoundCloud Wayne Ross. I don't really post too much on there, but I start like putting some more content on there.
Still a couple SoundCloud.
And when y'all can expect some new shit, like I got a song. It's off produced by Crowham. It's hard.
Okay.
Like I ain't dropped it yet. I'm be releasing. That's gonna be my next jump.
Okay. Well, there it is, man. This That and the Third interview series, All-Star Weekend edition, man. It's been a good weekend so far. It's your boy Steven the Dream. Got Wayne Ross in here with me. We're gonna play that wave to take him out here, man, and catch y'all on the next one, man.
Yeah, fuck nigga. It's the boy.
Mix Nation for real.
It's Ross.
Trench work.
He say he chop it, he actin'. He beat the swag and he jacked it. Thought you was the plug, but what happened? I'ma break the beat down like a fraction. Hey, they tryna ride the wave. 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 He say he chop it, he actin'. He beat the swag and he jacked it. Thought you was the plug, but what happened? I'ma break the beat down like a fraction. Hey, they tryna ride the wave. 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 Say they want a feature from me. I gotta hit them for 3. You know this pimpin' ain't free. For that swag, boy, we smoke 93. Boy, you best keep your chick on the leash. Summertime, fuck a hoe on the beach. Lil' bitch suck me like a leech. Hit the club, boy, it smell like a pee. Kill it once, now they jocking your fit. Acting up, trying to copy the script. I'm dripping flavor, yo bitch trying to mix. I remember pulling up with them shits. Nowadays, in the yo dropping hits. Her niggas broke, we gon' get you a fix. Bruce Weezy, how I'm kicking this shit. Spike Lee, every night it's a flick. I see you jocking the wave. Why niggas be on some clone shit? On Insta, she got 50K. Real life, these bitches be homeless. She tryna ride the wave, she tryna ride the wave. I beat her, sent her on the way. Lil' mama wanted to stay. She say he trappin', he actin'. He beat the swag and he jacked it. Thought you was the plug, but what happened? I'ma break the beat down like a fraction. Hey, they tryna ride the wave. 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 He say he trap, but he actin'. He beat the swag and he jacked. Thought you was the plug, but what happened? I'ma break the beat down like a fraction. Hey, they tryna ride the wave. 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 You ain't got no hustle, you weak. I need a meal like a meat. Drop a nigga like a beat. Overtime, why these niggas be sleep? Bust it down with my woe, it's a P. 50-20s, nigga, please, it's a G. Michael Jackson on your hoe, on my beat. Fuck 12, keep that shit in the street. Pop me a bean and I geek. Whoa, keep it on me, never slip. Phone jumping like a bitch. Flip a sack like a switch. I'm in the cut like a stitch. I got some niggas gon' shoot it in public. Can't turn my back on the block cause I love it. Been in the streets, you wouldn't know cause you wasn't. Hey, I see niggas jocking the wave. Why niggas be on some clone shit? On Insta, she got 50K. Real life, these bitches be homeless. She tryna ride the wave. She tryna ride the wave. I beat her, sent her on the way. Lil' mama wanted to stay. She say he trappin', he actin'. He beat the swag and he jacked it. Thought you was the plug, but what happened? I'ma break the beat down like a fraction. Hey, they tryna ride the wave. 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 He say he trap, but he actin'. He beat the swag and he jacked.